here are the other individuals in this particular series.
Yes, whatever the heck.
Work our way down to another edition.
AJ Styles, which I really enjoy.
The Young Bucks and the Bomb Squad 4 live.
Alright, we're in the top row of the second colorful case.
What is up, the Bomb Squad? This is Don the Bomb, and I am back once again for a exciting wrestling figure unboxing and review. So today I'm going to be checking out WWE Target exclusive Legend Series 27, The Great Muta. And I apologize in advance for the glare coming in, kind of affecting the way the Muta looks in the plastic prison, as my friend Kyle Peterson from YouTube says. I'll try my best to kind of hold him in a non-reflective manner, I guess, if that's a thing. Anyway, I'll get him out of the plastic prison soon enough. Here he is right here. This depicts the Great Muta in his last match a couple years ago against Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Great Muta, he was one of my favorites back in the day when I was introduced to wrestling. I just never seen a guy do the moves that he did with the back handstand flip into the corner, the moonsault off the top rope. My favorite wrestler, the genius Lanny Poffo, he would do a moonsault, but most of the time it was 1 foot on the top and 1 foot on the middle rope. Great Muta did both feet from the top. Man, and then the green mist. Hell yeah. Now that's checking the boxes. And I enjoyed the face paint. Like I said, the green mist. And later in his years, he had the mask on and cool robes and elaborate outfits. Man, that glare is really strong. Either way, Legend Series 27, The Great Muta. There he is in the plastic prison. Found at Target, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I haven't been able to review it. There he is back there with the other individuals in this line. There he is again. There is the barcode, another Jibba Jabba. And yeah, Great Muta, just an awesome, awesome figure. I was so happy. I mean, I received his Ultimate a few months ago, and I've been waiting for 7-inch scale Great Muta figures for, it seems like, decades now. And finally, thanks to Mattel, I have 2 now. I still have to find the black and white Chase Ultimate Edition Great Muta one of these days. Anyway, let's get into this. It says, few superstars are as iconic and influential as the Great Muta. Known for his blinding mist and innovative moveset, the Japanese legend captured the hearts and imaginations of fans around the world in its 39-year career. Oh, I was covering up the moneymaker. I apologize for that. This is how I get my cash. Anyway, be it as it may, let's get him out of the plastic prison and see what the fuss is all about. I always miss some tape here. Ugh. All right. There he is back there, getting the mist ready to spew over somebody. His matches in the late 80s, early 90s in WCW with Sting, among many others, were just captivating. Quite the rivalry. Good thing I brought the scissors to help release him from the prison. You know, if a prison was easy to escape, it wouldn't be a prison now, would it? All right, so the accessories. We have 2 weapon gripping hands, or mic holding hands. I don't remember him talking on the mic too much in his American time in the United States. And then the cool samurai type mask here. It's very similar to his Ultimate Edition, but not quite. I'll show you that a little later in the figure comparisons. But very cool to have that as well. And here he is, the Great Muta. Like I said, later years Muta, which was still putting out banger matches, has the nice soft goods robe here with the nice yellow fringe up top and below. Look at that face there. That is definitely later Great Muta. He has those fingers ready for the preparation of the green mist, and then the claw hand. And I don't think I want to even take this robe off because it might be a pain to put it back on. It has the plastic tie around it, so I'm just gonna leave it on. It's gonna be your simple, basic, probably body mold. But look at the pants. Awesome white, black, and gold flames on the red tights. There is Japanese writing there. And on the back of the soft goods robe, it says bye-bye for his last match. Now that is pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Now, like I said, I'm not going to take off the robe. I know maybe, I don't know if anybody wants me to, but, you know, I don't want to do it quite yet. Maybe I'll add on later. Anyway, be it as it may, there's this cool mask. His hair is nicely sculpted in detail with the bye-bye on the, I didn't even notice that at first, on the back of his head. And talking about checking all the boxes. Nice flames on here. This is a pretty awesome robe. But articulation-wise, his head can go all the way around. Double-jointed, pinless elbows. Like to see it. Removable hands. Bicep cut. Ab crunch. Waist turns. The Great Muta splits. Not as... They're a little tight, but that's okay. I'd rather be them too tight than loose. Can kind of do the splits. We know the new factories that they've had the last few months have kind of messed with the legs a little bit. Double jointed pinned or pinless knees. We have the thigh cut. I don't see any boot cut. And then the ankles really don't do much of anything because of the long pants. And that's all right. It is what it is. I just am happy to have... This figure is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm just so happy to get 7-inch scale Muta figures. Here he is with the headdress thing on. The samurai mask, if I can get it on. These little... It's kind of like medium as far as the softness goes on the mask, on the plastic mask. There he is there. Let's bring in some figure comparisons. We will bring in his Ultimate Edition. Very happy to have that. We'll... Whoa, had a falling down over there. Anyway, we'll... Oh, hell no. The Great Muta has been beheaded. Oh, it looks like it's stuck in the headpiece, the mask. All right. No need for this review to go off the rails, so if you want to see what he looks like without the mask, scroll down until you find my earlier review of this awesome Great Muta Ultimate Edition figure. But there he is there. Very similar in scale. Then an old adversary of him. Here is a Jazzwares AEW Sting figure. Now, I have not found the Crow Sting yet, which would have made more sense in the comparison videos, but here's Old Man Sting with Old Man Muta, rehashing their rivalry from, geez, what, 35 years ago? Oh my goodness. That's a long time. I feel old, even though back then I was only like 1 or 2, so whatever. And then here's another legend of that time frame, a non-American wrestler, one of my favorites. Here's a Storm Collectibles Jushin Thunder Liger. Now, he's a little more overly muscular. Oh my gosh, what the heck is going on here? His cape's about to fall off. This is one of my favorite figures in my collection. And now the cape is awesome. It's like falling off. What are we doing? What are we doing? All right, but either way, love him, love him, love him. I gotta fix that cape now. We'll go to Boss Fight Studios, Legends of Lucha Libre, the Basic Series, Ultimo Dragon, which is another one of my favorite non-American wrestlers that appeared on American TV. Now, they're scaled a little shorter, but they're getting better. Each series that's come out, which seems like now 1 series a year is coming out, but I love this series, but they need to get it going. Anyway, I love it, love it. And this is one of the most underappreciated, unknown wrestling figure series lines that I've ever seen. And these are the Japan Chara Pro figures. Now, they're a little shorter. As you can see, you have that, maybe 4 to 5 inch scale there. But these were around in the mid to late 90s all the way until about 2006. They are so cool. Now, they lack articulation of today's figures. You know, you can only really move their waist, their head. Oh my gosh, okay, maybe not the head, but the waist and the arms. But they are pretty sweet. I think they were doing better head scans and head sculpts than Jax was doing in the late 90s and very early 2000s. So these are the Char Pro Great Mutas that I own. I'm recently getting back into that line after not collecting these for 20 years. But I got to, thanks to my friend Mark Doomsday, I started appreciating these again. So I'm starting to add to my collection again. But these are two that I've owned for about 20 years. Him with his entrance attire and his wrestling attire. This is similar to his Chase Ultimate Edition figure. So that is Great Muta. So rating this figure, I will definitely be giving this a 9.5 out of 10. That's pretty damn good, and it's close to perfect. So, the Bomb Squad, and those that are a member of the Bomb Squad already, what are you waiting for? What are you doing? Subscribe. And remember this, all that glitter isn't gold. Don the Bomb for the Great Muta, I'm out of here.